and keep the party jumping. No slumping, get the beat pumping. Get up and keep the party jumping. No slumping, get the beat pumping. Get up and keep the party jumping. No slumping, get up and keep the party jumping. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. We're gonna give you what you came here for.
You're gonna get their blood pumping.
No slumping, get the beat pumping. Get up and keep the party jumping. No slumping, get the beat pumping. Get up and keep the party jumping. No slumping, get the beat pumping. Get up and keep the party jumping. Party jumping, get the party jumping. Get up and get the beat pumping. Get up and keep the party jumping. It's like that, y'all. We're gonna give you what you Everybody, move your body,
You're gonna get their blood pumping, 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 pumping,
jumping.
Give me one more funky beat. Ain't nothing like a funky beat.
Sounds so funky to me.
Is it knocking down the house? Funky fresh beats. Give me one more funky beat, boy. Give me one more funky beat. Give me one more funky beat, boy. Ain't nothing like a funky beat. Give me one more funky beat, boy. Give me one more funky beat.
let's go.
Sorry, could you make the music louder?
Yeah, drop the bomb. Just drop the bomb. Yeah, drop the bomb. Just drop the bomb. Get a ticket time to find select system. Now or never is the time to resist. It's easy to blast them all away. Pull a trigger, press a button, say adios to today. Don't get me wrong, I'm a pacifist. The mind can do more than fists. Explosives are not what it takes. You know the terrorists always make these mistakes. What we gotta do is build momentum. If you need the right tools, invent them. Ride the wave, time can't feel the rhythm. The march, the futures, we gotta get with them. The brain is the generator, almighty power. Either do it now, your master plan goes sour. Yeah, it's already to take that fall. It's up to you to make that call to drop the bomb. Yeah, drop the bomb. Just drop the bomb. Let me see that bomb. Ruthless like it, reckless. Feel big fantasy, oh, gotta make performance now. What we gotta do is build momentum. If you need the right tools, invent them. Ride the wave, time can't feel the rhythm. The march to the futures, we gotta get with it. The brain is generating almighty power. Either do it now, your master plan goes sour. Yeah, it's already to take that fall, and it's up to you to make that call. And if it don't work, make sure your thing wipe it out. So drop the bomb. Yeah, drop the bomb. Just drop the bomb. So drop the bomb. Yeah, drop the bomb. Yeah, drop the bomb. Just drop the bomb. Let me see you drop that bomb. That bomb. That bomb. That bomb.
How are you guys doing? Oh, it's good to see you guys. I missed you. Hi. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. It's a good chill day. Yeah. Who doesn't love a good chill day? I do. I like chill days. It is. It is good to be back. I missed you guys. Oh yeah, it's Thursday where you are. Happy Thursday, Noir. There we go. Happy stream and a merry stream. Very true. Oh, goodness. Hope you guys liked our beginning stream playlist for today. I decided jumping into the cart stream list would be fun for a coming back stream. Got some very high octane music in that playlist. Yeah, I'm always fixing those playlists up. If you're ever interested in the songs that play on the stream, they are in the playlist tab below. You can always look at that and see what songs have been playing. You could just look through there. Let's see. There goes the wireframe. Okay. So chat, I want to talk to you for a sec. We're going to be talking all night, but I want to talk to you for a sec. I just want you to know how much I love you guys. How much you mean to me. And the fact that you come and hang out with me all the time is just the sweetest thing. And I appreciate it. I really do. You know? I don't know if I say it enough. But, you know, I do. I love you guys a lot. You guys are the sweetest. And I appreciate it. You know? Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this as much as I get to. You know? I really appreciate it. I do. Anyway, I know. I'm getting all gushy-wushy. Sorry. But yeah, I took a week for break, and it was much needed. It was much needed for sure. But I got to relax some, you know? And I'm not gonna lie, I did work on some things. One being that now I am officially have been moved over from FaceRig to VTube Studio. So I'm currently using that now. But please be aware that I'm still going through a lot of repairs. And there are still some tweaks that need to be made to me. So I'm not fully up to speed yet. But I'm getting there. Promise. It'll take a little bit of time, but we will be back up to 100%. Let's see, what else? Some of you may have noticed, but we do have a second mod now. Our second moderator is Party Pat. He's been with the streams for quite some time. And so we figured he would take a trial run for about a month being moderator. And if he enjoys it and he does a good job, then he can stay as a moderator. So for now, he is a mod for the streams. So yay for that! And so far, so good. He hasn't set anything on fire yet, so. Let's see. That's it? No smash? Oh, it's always down to smash. Always down to smash. Let's see. I think that's really it on, like, announcement stuff. But mostly we're just gonna chill, watch some videos, draw a little bit today. That's really it. And just kind of chill out, just vibe. I thought it'd be cool if the comeback stream wasn't too giant or bombastic. I do have a game set up for Friday though, so I'm very excited about that. But yeah. So anyway, what should we watch first? I've been in the mood to like watch food. Like, I know it sounds weird, but I really want to watch people make food. Like, do you guys like watch food TV at all? Like, I watch food videos sometimes, but like, it's so interesting, like watching like cooking shows, watching them actually make stuff, because I know I can't do it. Like, I really want to, but like drinks is more my specialty. I don't think I can cook very well. At least not as good as they do on the shows. Like, they cook really good on the shows, and it's like, how do you even keep a hold of all that, you know? And I can't even remember basic math sometimes. So how am I supposed to remember measurements and how much to put in for an ingredient? I couldn't do it. Just, sometimes when eating lunch, I'll put on Hulu and watch these food competition shows. Yeah, I watch those a lot. Okay, so I watch, what's that one called? The Great British Baking Show. I really like that one. They go into such detail about the stuff that they're making, and I just get like super excited because I want to try and bake it, you know? The problem being is that like the only things you can really make here are like prop food or void specialties, which are, you know, things that we can actually consume. I can't really consume real life food. So, you know, I'm kind of missing out on that department. But prop food is really easy because you just kind of take the information of what the item is and then just duplicate it. Now, the problem with that is that usually all tastes the same, you know? But void specialties are kind of like what you guys have but able to be eaten by us, and they taste different too. It's the same with our wildlife and the flora and other things like that and how we get around. It's kind of similar to you guys, but I mean, obviously different. But yeah, the Great British Bake Off. Hi, Witch Queen Blood Foxy. So good to see you. Hi, Phoenix. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate that. Oh, that's right. If you hit, we have a lurking thing now. If you hit ! lurk, it should pop up in the chat. I think. Unless they didn't fix it. It could be broke. Oh no, there it is. Ta-da! It works! It didn't break! Board AF, I'm playing Civ 6 on the marathon modifier. Ooh, interesting. Gaming. I don't have a gaming thing. What does that usually do? Does that usually just say, huh? Hey, beautiful, stopping in on my way to an event, but I wanted to jump in and say love you. No, Malky! I love you too! We gotta do a drawing stream. I'm hoping to get back into it. We should schedule one soon and work on one. That would be so much fun. But it's so good to see you, Malky. Thank you for stopping by. You're the best. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. I just thought I'd say it to get you to say it. Aw, what the heck? You got me. Damn it, gamers. You got me. Damn. But yeah. Oh, gosh. But yeah, I got a couple of things. Hey, is that Kiddo? Hi, Kiddo. How are you? Oh, gosh. Thanks, Graham. Yes, we do have a Discord. We have an opening to the void. You are welcome to visit at any time. And I do have a Twitter. And you can also check that out as well. But also, hi, kiddo. So good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Let me think. Oh, gosh. Look at all the corkies. Corky cookies. Thank you so much for the 25 cookies. I appreciate it. I really do. you. Oh, you guys are so nice. I'm gonna cry. Oh, Cookie. But yeah. Oh, goodness. But yeah, no, I've been watching a lot of cooking shows lately, and I'm just fascinated by how many different ways you can make cheesecake. Or like cakes in general. There'll be some cakes I've never heard of, and they're insane looking, which we're gonna look at some today. I don't remember all the names because I'm smooth brain. No tears, only love. They're love tears, I promise. Oh, they're love tears. Oh. I'm mobile, so when I clicked to join the void, it yeeted me off the stream. Ah! I'm sorry that it did that. Twitch mobile is not very friendly. I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh, please do, excuse me. I'm gonna take a couple of sips of my soup. I am still very under the weather. I seem to have caught a virus a couple of days ago that is still very much infecting most of my wireframe. But I apologize, but I promise that I'm doing everything that I can to make sure that it leaves without corrupting any of my systems. I'm gonna eat some soup now though. It is! Everybody's getting sick! You were saying you were sick the other day, kiddo, right? How are you feeling? Are you feeling okay? Oh. So many people have been sick. Hello, Malvors. My data hound isn't here. I should probably drink some water too. Go me. I had some rice and some liquids and broth. Much better. Oh, thank God. I'm good. That's good. I'm glad that you got something in your system. I know when people are sick, it's really hard to eat. I also have a problems keeping food down when I'm not well. It's very hard and dehydrating. So I try to eat things that have fluids, like soup and water. I was just telling Pat, I can't eat bananas because they mess up my stomach really bad when I'm sick, and I throw them up. I vomit, and it's gross, and I hate it. And I don't do that often, but when I'm sick, it's the worst. We have a special type of banana that only like grows in the coldish places, coldish worlds. But they're so good, but they're so creamy, and it messes with my stomach. When I'm not feeling good, I want no cream. It'll wreck me. I ended up with the big C virus, and I'm still trying to shake that off. Oh, geez, Malky. I hope that you're getting better. I really don't want you to get more sick. Please take care of yourself. Rest a lot and drink lots of water. And soup. Lots of soup with lots of chicken. That's like the best soup. Next to potato soup and tomato soup. I'm sorry that you're not feeling well either, Grem. Goodness, everybody's tanking. That's not good. What do I do? How do I save you? Bone broth is good. I've had turkey broth, chicken broth, potato, tomato, ham, fish. I would really like some fish right now. Salmon would be good. Salmon would be really good. Oh. Oh, sorry, I drooled a little bit. I guess I'm more hungry than I thought. Hey, is that a Michi? Hi, Michi. How nice of you to join us. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come and chill with us. I really appreciate it. I'm still drooling. I think I'm still thinking about the fish. Gotta bounce, but I love ya. Bye, Noggy. Seafood medley soup. What? Where? I would love that. That sounds tasty as heck. Ugh. I want all the fish. That would be so good. Dude, crab is delicious. Crab is so good. Crab with butter. There's like no other way to have it. Or maybe with Old Bay seasoning. But like there's no other way to have crab with butter. It's so good. Oh, and wait, you know what? Lobster isn't even that good. I've had lobster a couple of times. And I honestly like crab more. Crab is tastier than lobster. That's my hot take on that one. I don't know. There's not enough meat in a lobster. You would think there would be because there's just more space, but there really isn't. Crab is delicious. Oh my god. Spy. I'm gonna level with you. Just listen. Crabs are delicious. And that means you are just as tasty. And you're just gonna have to get over it. Just make sure that you survive out there. You're quite the snack. Oh no. Partake? Partake? Oh my gosh. No, dude, okay, so it's been a while since I've actually had, like, fish in general. But, man, I could really fuck up a dish of seafood. It would be so good. She threatened to eat deer meat many times. Deer meat is tasty. That's why. You're hogging all the meat. I'm just saying. But deer tastes good. I've only had it a few times. But every time I've had it, I've never been disappointed. Except for that one time. But you know what? I didn't expect a hoof to the throat. So, I mean, yeah. Yeah. All the meats. Have you guys ever had a turducken? Like, ever? I've had a turducken before. And I thought it would be good. Like, it sounds good, right? It's like every type of meat. You got chicken, you got turkey, you got duck, you got a Cornish hen. I had it, and there's so much meat that there was like no taste to it. It might as well have been like textury mush. And it was cooked properly. It followed the ingredients. It was basted, it was seasoned, it was stuffed. But like, it doesn't taste like anything. I was really disappointed by that. I thought it would taste like something, but it didn't. I was really sad. You would think that like maybe with all of that meat it would taste like something, but it just didn't. Just like tasty for a minute. If it wasn't for the gravy, I wouldn't have been able to like really get through it. It was really sad that it just didn't taste right. Like anything, I couldn't taste duck or chicken or even the seasonings, to be honest. And like after like seeing it online all the time, like I was just like, dude, these humans really got it down packed. They're just stuffing meat inside of meat. Why is nobody doing this? And then I tasted it and I'm like, oh, that's why, because it's a mess and it's gross. Check out your chef channel in Discord. I shall. What did you post? I'm excited. Also, welcome to the void, kiddo. I'm so glad that you're there. We're going to chat so much. You're going to get sick of me. Let me see. Oh my god. That's some good crab. You're not supposed to post porn in the inappropriate channels. That's really good. Holy damn. Look at all that butter. That's amazing. Oh, I want. This looks tasty as heck. Wait, I gotta share this with you, chat. Oh, God. This looks good. Oh, this looks so good. I'm hungry. Hold on. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna put the one picture. Hold on. God, I'm drooling so much. If you ever come to my home with seafood, you are eating it on the curb. That's where I live. Joke's on you. I'd rather eat on the curb than in your trash can of a home. And I'm a fucking stray. You think I want to eat up in your stupid abode? You got another thing coming, buddy. I'll take the crab any day. Fight me on the street. I'll take you on. I ain't afraid of you. We scrapping? Because it sounds like we're scrapping. It sounds like we're freaking going down. We're going down. Stay over there. Fine. I'll never visit you ever. You can keep all the candy hearts. Go ahead. And your stupid good and plenty with your disgusting licorice. You keep that to yourself, sir. I don't want it. I don't even want it. I could just order my own. Meanie. Okay. I'm trying to look for the crab. Okay. Add. Browse. Hold on. There it is. Heck yeah. Look at that. Oh. Dang. That's some good crabby. It's so big. There you go. I was trying to put it here and drill over. That looks so good. That's so not fair. It's hard to get good seafood nowadays. Hey, don't show me that. I'm trying to eat my dinner. What are you eating? Huh? What are you eating? You eating licorice? You baby boy? Huh? You big baby boy? Are you eating licorice? Is that your dinner? Huh? Are you eating toothpaste? Chicken is good. I'm glad you're actually eating food for once. I will take that. That is good. We will do that. Sniffs the crab whites. Spy, why you look so tasty for? Holy shit, I'm about to fucking go to town on these crabs here. They look so good. It's only 10 nuggets, but I haven't eaten anything else today. I will not. This is delicious. I will not put it back. We fished them. We used the line. You caught these, kiddo? You did? Holy crap. Where did you catch these? That's so cool. You caught crab? Dude, that's so cool. I can, but I'm angry. I want to go get some crab now. I want. Scuttle, 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 scuttle. Seafood is caught in hell. Just like you. You stupid satanic goat gremlin. You shush your face and you stuff your face with your stupid chicky tendies. I'm over here eating real food from the land. You would never make it as a cowboy, Grem. Cowboy would eat this. Cowboy would eat this grub. You don't eat this grub. You're not a cowboy. Blue crab from Texas. Dude, it's so cool. Would you rather I don't eat Lexi? Yeah, I would rather you don't eat me. Please don't eat me. I'm not food. It's a really odd question. We've been friends for a while and never have I given you permission to nom on me. I just don't understand where that question's coming from, Grim. If we have to have a discussion about some of your fetishes, then we can do that. But there is, like, people here. And as much as I love you and I accept you for who you are, this is not a conversation for the public. Gross. I'm not into vor, loser. Oh, you mean those little mole things? Stupid. What's the V in VTuber stands for? It stands for vicious. Vicious tuber. No, it does not. That's Grumsy's favorite. Michiru! 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 Hi! Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the crab. Because I'm gonna drool all over my keyboard. Okay, it's gone. Oh gosh, it's so tasty though. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I am prepared for the cake videos. Hell yeah, cake videos! Let's do it! Yeah, yeah! Okay, let's make it over to the watchy, cutie, blushy, washy, crushy, blah. Okay. Let me find the thing. There we go. Okay. Okay. Ba. Where? Oh, it's not working. Oh dear, I broke it. I knew it. I knew it was only a matter of time. Okay, hold on. Nope. Okay. Ba-da-ba-dan. Okay. What did that add? I don't even know where that at. Oh, hi, Tube. Hi, Liz. Hello. Sorry. I'm trying to get this thing to work. For some reason, the TV's not working. And I don't know why. Hold on. Are they teasing you in Discord? That's not nice, guys. Don't do that. They renamed you to Dinner? Oh, I've got no control over that, buddy. They're just complimenting you. Let's see. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to do display capture? Or is it window capture? Window capture. I'm still learning. Add source. Okay. Properties. No. Let's do YouTube. I got it! Gosh, the TV wasn't working. Alright, give me a second. Now I gotta refit everything into the screen. Now the immersion is broken. Unfortunate. Whoop, I moved myself. There we go. And that goes. Yep. I think that worked. Okay. Yeah, that worked. Huzzah! I should probably shrink myself a little bit. Hold up. Hold up. Whoop. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, cake. Okay. So, what was it? It was the royal green cake. Where is it? Oh, this one's pretty. Oh, Okay. Mirror cake. Okay. Let's do a mirror cake. Don't pull out my ears.
Hi guys, I'm Jen Johns and this is Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a mirror cake glaze. This is a really fun glaze. We're going to be using
Okay.
350 grams of
Well, okay. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen mirror cakes.
300
Mirror
grams
cakes,
of sugar.
they have a glaze on them that you can pretty much, it looks marbly and stuff like that, and it's super shiny. You can almost see your reflection in it, which is why it's called a mirror cake.
200 grams of sweetened condensed milk. So that's going to be the glaze. Now for the cake itself, we're going to use an 8-inch round of Jell-O. Now this I just
Wait,
molded
why
in
are
a
we
regular
using
pan,
Jell-O?
and you made it just like regular
Wait, you
Jell-O.
lost me. Lady,
Here
why
I
are you
have
putting
my
Jell-O in the cake?
My white chocolate mousse, which I'll put a link to the description box for the recipe. And I have an 8-inch round vanilla cake. So we're going to put the cake together first. So I have my cake.
But why
here,
are you
leveled off
using
the top.
Jell-O?
And with my chocolate mousse, I'm going to spoon probably like a couple of cups into here.
What?
Now I want to cover the cake itself, and I also want to get down into the cracks here. Just going to push it over the edge there. And then I'm going to
I don't
put
like this,
my
chat.
Jell-O
She's putting
layer
Jell-O in cake
on
where it
top
shouldn't
of
be.
this.
You shouldn't put Jell-O in cake unless it's like...
like that. And we're gonna fill.
Really?
the
You
cake
shouldn't
in
just put
afterwards,
don't put
so
Jell-O in
we'll worry
cake.
about that after. Now, when I was making my mold, I
What is happening?
The container with saran wrap. So I'm just gonna peel that off there. That makes it come out really easily. And then what you're going to do is dump all the rest of the mousse on
What?
top. Fill in all the holes, cover it up, and then you're going to pop it into the freezer or the fridge because you want the mousse to solidify. As you're following the recipe, you will know that there's
Cutie,
gelatin in
cutie,
the mousse,
lovely,
and
lovely,
that's
blushy,
going to
crusty
solidify,
tee.
and you'll have a nice flat
Is that
cake.
better?
So we're going to put that into the freezer and then get our cake out. So the first thing for our glaze that we need to do is to bloom our gelatin. So I have half a cup of water here.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't-
pouring it into the gelatin and just
That
give
would
it a
probably
little
be one of
stir
our
around.
moderators,
I
Liz.
just want to let it come and it just expands.
We have
and
two
this will
now.
Become like a little bit solid. So now we're going to move to the actual pot that I've got here.
Oh, okay, so
on the heat.
Grandma was
So we're
showing me
gonna turn it
Xenoblade
up to
yesterday,
about medium.
and there's this character
And I'm
named
going
Poppy
to
who
add
I
the
really
sugar into the
like.
bowl
She's a
here,
little
like I've got.
robot.
And then I'm
But
going
the
to
person
add
who
my
made
sweetened
her
condensed milk
is
into
a
there.
freaking
All in
weirdo
there.
rabbit mutant
And
with
then I'm
hands
going
for
to pour
ears
in our
and
other
deserves to
amount
be
of water
punted
here,
off a
like
wall.
that. And then I'm going to stir it around, and the sugar is going to dissolve. After the sugar has dissolved,
And
what we're
they
going to
have
do
a
is
setting
pour
for
in a
her
really
called the
slow
maid,
simmer,
the
like
matey
just when the
setting,
bubbles just start to come. So
which
as soon
makes
as
her
that
do
happens,
really
we'll be back.
stupid,
Once we've let
very
it sit for a while,
cutesy
we're going to take
things.
an immersion blender, and I'm just going
So,
to blend it up. And that's gonna get rid of
Supposedly
all
one of the
chunks.
chants that she's
So to make sure
programmed
we've
with
gotten
when
rid of
she's
all the
in
chunks
maid
and that
mode
all of these
is
air
that.
bubbles are gone, we're going to pour the
It's
mixture through
cutie,
a sieve
cutie, lovey,
into
lovey,
another
blushy,
bowl.
crusty tea.
While we're letting this sit and cool down, it
It's
does
that.
have to cool down to about 33 degrees Celsius.
That.
That's going to be like your optimum pouring temperature for over the top of your cake. And you can
Lady,
see
you
there that
lost
it
me.
kinda
I'm still
catches
really
all the
like
bubbles.
stuck on the fact you
While
put
we're
Jell-O
letting
in
it
that.
sit, if you need to stir it briefly,
Are you
just to,
feeding
like,
that
help
to
make sure
people?
that there's no
Do you
steam,
not like
make
the
sure you
people
just
you're
stir it
feeding the
really,
cake
really
to?
gently and don't give any air bubbles to the
I
mix.
understand, but
So
like,
I pulled my chilled cake out of the freezer, and I have cooled down the glaze, and it's between 32 to 34, optimally
go.
33 degrees Celsius.
I don't
You're
know,
just going to
lady.
Take your glaze. and you
Okay,
can see
do
I've
the
got,
glaze.
a container
But
underneath
why'd you
to
put
catch it,
Jell-O? What does that
all
have
the
to do with
extra stuff, and
anything?
I'm just going to go
I just
around
want
in a circular motion,
answers.
making sure that I'm covering all of the edges, and just go around until you've got your cake entirely covered in the glaze. Once the glaze hardens, you're going to be able to snip off with like a knife or scissors any of these little pieces that are running down the bottom. And if you end up with any air bubbles on the top, you can just take like
When
a
do
little
I get to
pin
be a
and
mod
you
in
can
the
use the
server?
pin to
Me
pop them
too.
if you need to. So now we're going to be making the blue mirror cake.
Probably
So
like
what
when we
I'm
get
going to
more
use is
people,
the same
maybe?
ingredients for the
I just
mirror
don't feel like
glaze as we did
there's
for the red and
enough
the pink.
people to have that
Now,
many
we need
moderators. I
300
already
grams
have like
of
3.
sugar. We need 350 grams of the white chocolate.
Soonish, maybe.
We need 200 grams of sweetened condensed milk. And we need 19
I'm not allowed to
grams
sleep near
of
Patrick. He'll take my
unflavored
life and then my
gelatin.
title.
And we need 150
Uh-huh.
grams of water. Now for the blue one, we're going to be decorating it with edible balloons. Now these
Edible
ones are
balloons?
I made them in an inside-out cake, so I'll put the
Graham,
link
when will we be
to
allowed
how
to be
you
a
make
mod in
these
your
ones
server?
in
Yeah.
the description box below. And we're also going to be using
No, I
some
do.
gumballs,
I
some
think
blue
Pat
and
will
white
really
and
take a title.
strawberries and sugar
It's just
candy.
like,
That was going to add.
I think
nice
he'll
little
more
colors.
trash your
We're
room,
also
if
going to be
anything. That's what
using
you should
an
really be
8
worried
round
about.
piece of Jello, again, just made like regular Jello. You can add extra gelatin if you wish.
Why?
We've got
Okay,
white
look,
chocolate
I don't
mousse
like
from my
anything
recipe,
about what you're saying
and
because
we
of this
have vanilla
gelatin
cake.
crap.
All the recipes that you need.
I don't
are in the
understand why
description.
you need it.
The second color, what I'm going to do is just kind of alternate it in different spots. You can have fun with this. You can put it kind of anywhere you want in any kind of design. So I'm just going to start out with like little round circles here, and then I'm going to add lots of different, like some more of that blue color. So just putting these in here, and it's all going to continue to drip and continue to move down the cake.
The
So you're
Jello
gonna get
helps
different,
add the
like,
mirror
shapes
effect.
and stuff that
Does
develop with
it?
this.
But
So
how
it's
do you
really
eat
cool
it?
with, like, you know, all sorts of different colors. You can
Why
do
would you
not
make a
just
cake you
blue
can't
and
eat?
white, but you know, different shades of other color sets and stuff. So I'm going to take my blue now, and I'm going to take the blue right up here into the top, and I'm going to drip that right into there, which is going to help encourage the white to flow some more. I'm also going to put some in the center to kind of give a different shape to these ones on the outside.
Jello is good, just not in
Now,
cake.
Obviously, because the bowls
Tube is
that
now a
I've got
god in my
the
server,
colors in are
as it should
different
be.
sizes, the glazes are going to cool at different rates.
Proceeds to
So
put
what I'm
glass in
looking for
cake. Mirror
is
cake,
that
don't eat.
33
I
degrees
just
Celsius
didn't
temperature in order to get,
Emmy make
the
a
best,
cake? I don't remember
kind
her
of pouring
using.
consistency that you want. You want it
I
to
don't
be
remember
nice
her
and-
using. Yeah, she did a mirror glaze cake too. I don't remember her using gelatin.
And then
Yeah.
miles my hope, it directions, mix it up with some oil, some water, some eggs. So after mixing up the batter, I divided the batter evenly between the two 6-inch pans. This worked out to be about 1.25 cups of batter in each pan. Smooth that out a bit and then bake it in a 350-degree oven, and I baked mine for about 24 minutes.
Emmy is
You'll know
cool.
when the cake
She
is
does
done
do
when you
really
stick
cool
a
stuff.
toothpick in it
I
and
like
it comes
it.
out clean, and
should
the
probably
cake
eat a
begins
bit
to
more
pull away
soup.
from the sides. So after the cakes are done baking, we're going to take them out of the oven and allow them to cool in their pans for about 10 minutes before taking them out of the pans and allowing them to cool on a rack. So now we're going to make the buttercream frosting, and not surprisingly, it contains a lot of butter. Now I've got
I think
4
it's because the
sticks that
gelatin
I've
offers
let
a steady
sit
glaze that
at
offers
room
a colored
temperature, so
shine
they're
that
nice
stiffens and not
soft.
runs.
We don't want lumpy
that true?
cream. So my cakes are actually in
Baking
the
is
freezer.
so
I want them nice and
difficult.
cold. They'll be easier to cut and easier to frost.
This is why I'm not allowed to
Right,
cook.
let's make our buttercream. So, in a stand mixer,
Ooh.
4 sticks of butter into the mixer. Last stick of butter.
Can I have
I'm
some
gonna
of
give
your
this a
butter? I
preliminary
need it for the
mix.
crab that I'm gonna eat later.
And then we're going to add 4 cups of powdered sugar.
Good luck, Noir.
Now, this
I
can
hope
be a
your
little bit
computer
messy,
doesn't
so make sure you
explode.
start your mixer on low. Next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of cream. So we're going to add more or less cream depending on the consistency.
There's a rubbery part.
Alrighty, so
of
here are my 2
chicken.
cakes right out of the freezer. They're nice and cold.
And
Now I'm going to
spooked
take my
me.
serrated knife and chop off the top.
I
Ready?
bit
Here we
into
go.
it and I got confused.
Keep your knife parallel.
hell?
Do 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 do.
Soup is not so.
Bonk.
Well, Jello everywhere. It's
Upside
trying.
down,
It's
make
in my
sure it's nice and
chicken.
It is. Now we're going to do the same thing right in the middle.
Give me that cake. As you wish, Michiru.
2 cakes. So one of my favorite TV show characters ever was MacGyver. Now Mac could hack and make something out of absolutely nothing, and it was wonderful, and he drove
But
a
could he
Jeep,
bring
and he had
his
a
wife
wicked
back?
mullet, and he wore a bomber jacket. I mean, what's not to love? At any rate, my favorite thing about MacGyver was his ability to make something out of nothing and to make do. So I am not a
Let's
professional
come
baker,
over, let's
but
bake a cake.
I like to make do.
All right,
so yeah,
Graham.
this thing, this is called a Lazy Susan, i.e. it's a turntable.
Didn't you tell
and
me I
it's
had to
way
eat on the
too big.
curb?
It is
Now
not
I'm
the
invited.
professional
You're
type
so
of,
bipolar.
cake frosting turntable, but it's what I've got, and I think it will work. So when I was watching a lot of these professional cake frosting videos, a lot of them had this kind of special spatula.
I would love to
that
do
you
a
use
baking
to
show with
smooth it all
Grum.
out.
Half of the
I don't
kitchen would
have
be
one, but I
on
do have
fire, and we
this.
wouldn't have even
And
gotten
this
through the
is
ingredients
a
list
dough
yet.
or bench scraper, and I think this will work perfectly. It's not quite as tall, but
It's
for
a
my
piece of cake
situation,
to
I think
bake a
it's
pretty
going to work
cake.
just fine. So we cut off the top, and we're going to put that on the bottom. Now we're going to take a little bit of our buttercream, put it right in the middle. That's
gotta
actually
do the
not a
cooking
little
by
bit,
the
that's
book.
a lot. So I'm going to spin this a bit to get this to distribute. Now we're going to put the top back on.
Oh, so just me and Mocha. Yeah.
So I'm going to do the crumb coat, which is just the first coating of buttercream. Put a big dollop on top. Spread it down.
And follow the recipe.
And
Then
on the
you'll
side.
have a break it down, bitch. Let me see you take it low.
While spinning the turntable, smooth out the frosting.
I cannot hear that song without thinking of the other version.
Got a hole? Match it. We're going to do the same thing with the
I
top.
can't help it.
And gently
It's
apply
burned
pressure
into my
and
brain.
spin. So now it's bulging on the sides again, and now we just clean it up
No,
again
not
by
the jar.
doing this. Alright, so crumb coat is finished. We're going to place this back into the freezer and allow it to harden before we put our finishing coat of buttercream. So while my crumb coat is setting in the freezer, let me tell you a little
What was
bit more
that?
about
Did she
Wix.
make that
So
noise?
Wix is a free website builder
wasn't
that gives
me.
you options, whether you're a small business
said
or a
that?
large business. If you need the e-commerce site, a place to display your work, or a place to put your menus, Wix gives
Damn
you
it, what's with
options.
all
So
these
Wix does all the
rubbery
heavy lifting,
pieces in
including
my
reliable
soup?
hosting, keeping your site safe and
I don't
secure.
wanna
You
die.
can be
I
one
just
of the
wanna
first
eat
100
my
people to
soup.
click the link down below to receive 10% off a premium unlimited plan. Thanks, Wix! Alright, let's go grab our cake out of the freezer and do our second coat. Alright, so here's the cake with the crumb coat. Now it's nice and hard. I'm going to put another coat of buttercream. So now that this has been frozen, all those crumbs down below should be
I'm
stuck
breaking
in the
YouTube.
buttercream.
I believe it.
Won't
I have some
mar
water.
our finish. Although it's not that important in the sense that this is going to be coated with a glaze. Bench scraper, place it perpendicularly, get our sides clean.
Blech. I tried not to be loud this time.
Lightest touch. All right, into the freezer. Next, we're going to prepare our glaze. We're
Okay,
gonna have
so
19
far,
grams
she hasn't
of
used
plain
any
unflavored
gelatin.
Wait,
she
and
said gelatin!
150
Oh,
grams of water.
shit!
We
Wait!
pour some of that into this.
You actually use gelatin?
And on top of that, of plain unflavored gelatin
Oh, fuck!
and 150 grams of water. I'm going to pour some of that
You're
into
putting
this.
Jell-O in the cake, too?
And on top of that, we're
Don't
going to
do
add our
that.
gelatin. Stir that around a
Oh.
bit, and we want the gelatin to absorb this water. This is called
Okay.
blooming. We're going to set this
Blooming.
aside and allow it to soak up all the water.
Okay.
In a saucepan, we're going to add the remaining water, condensed milk,
I just don't
200
think Jell-O
grams.
belongs in cake.
300
It's
grams of
just-
sugar,
It's not
Lots of sugar.
necessary ingredient.
teaspoon of vanilla as well. I got the recipe for this glaze from Chef Iso. I will put the link down below. Okay,
Thank you,
this
Chef
comes
Iso.
to simmer
That's
pretty
a lot of
quickly.
sugar.
Make sure you
Yeah,
keep an eye on it,
gelatin
or
and,
it will
and
boil
cake
over.
in general has
Now
a
we're gonna
lot
add our
of sugar.
gelatin.
And glaze in general.
Boink.
Okay,
The
so you
gelatin
mix it
will
into
make
the...
this set. Now we
Okay.
take our 300 grams of white chocolate chips.
Huh.
We're going
Okay,
to
so instead of
strain
using
the
like
milk mixture.
whole gelatin,
And
like
the reason why we
actual
do that
Jell-O
is to
Jell-O,
do
they
that.
just mix the
To catch
gelatin.
any gelatin lumps. Just gonna
It
cover that
mixes
and allow that
gelatin in
to
the
sit for a
glaze.
couple minutes. A lot of people use immersion blenders,
That makes
but when I
kind
went to
of more
Target, they
sense
didn't
than just
have
putting
any.
a slab of Jell-O in the cake.
Blender.
What?
Pour this goop in there.
Okay. Ah.
Puree. Very thick. So we're supposed to pour this at 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 33 degrees centigrade. While we're waiting for it
Do
to
not
cool, this is a
unflip
good time
toast.
to
That's
mix
so
the colors.
rude.
Do one pink,
Okay, okay.
one
Chat.
teal.
What are
I'm actually
your
going to add a little bit of white to all
opinions
of them.
on what the best
Kinda
type of
pink it up a
chocolate
little
is?
bit.
Do you like dark chocolate? Do you like milk chocolate?
Wow, that
Do
is
you
so
like
bright.
white
So
chocolate?
here's my cake straight out of the freezer.
Do you
I've got a
like
tray
mint
here with
chocolate?
an upturned mason jar. I'm going to use that as my stand. I'm going to knock this
I
edge
am
off
not.
around the
Shut up.
cake because if it's too sharp,
Well, according
it will actually cut glaze.
According to this
So
drawing thing I did, my mental age is 1 year
Roll that down.
old.
All right, I think we're ready
I
to
never
glaze.
felt so
All right, so I'm gonna
humiliated
pour my
and yet
white first,
agree with
go
something
around
so
the
much in my
perimeter first,
life.
and then I'm gonna add my pink and teal after. Here we go.
Woo, here it goes, here it goes. Do it, baby. Pour that glaze. Pour that glaze.
Glaze is very thick. It seems thicker than what I've seen in the other videos. Oh, it's not really mirroring so nicely down the sides of my cake as I wanted.
Uh-oh.
This doesn't look right, guys. This is very viscous. It's almost like marshmallow. It's not flowing very nicely. This is not working.
Looks tasty though, I'll eat it.
And it's not smooth. It's full of bubbles. This sucks. That's not gonna work. We're just gonna have to throw this all away and start all
Don't you
over
dare.
again.
That's a waste. Don't throw the cake. Give me the cake.
Cut. Hi, I'm back.
Oh,
I'm gonna
what
do
did
this
you do with the
again.
cake?
Thankfully,
You
I have
give
one
me
more
that
cake in
cake.
the freezer.
Let me
I'm
eat
using
it.
a different recipe for the glaze.
I will eat the
It's from
scraps.
Chell's
I will be
Sweets.
your
I'll put her
garbage
link down below.
disposal
Fingers
for
crossed that this
cake.
works. All right.
Bitter
In a
chocolate is only
saucepan,
good
1
for
cup
baking.
of water.
That's true.
1/2 cups of sugar.
I really like milk chocolate.
Incidentally, that's
Dark
twice
chocolate
as
or
much
white
water as the first recipe
Milk
I used.
chocolate.
I think
Milk
that's going to make a big
chocolate.
difference.
Milk
Same amount of
chocolate. Milk chocolate.
condensed milk,
Red
about
velvet.
2/3 of a cup.
Red velvet's
I'm
just
going to bring
red
that to
chocolate.
a simmer. 2 packets of
Milk
Jello and
chocolate.
1/4 cup of water. That was combined. Turn this
Yo,
off.
cake.
2
Hey,
cups of
Rue.
white
Yes,
chocolate
cake.
chips.
I like white chocolate the best.
And at this
I
point,
do
many
like
recipes
mint
call
chocolate
for
though.
using an
But
immersion
I like
blender.
I
But
like
not
white
this one. It
chocolate the
just says
best
to combine it,
because
so
my
everything
teeth don't
melts.
like regular chocolate or dark
Strain it
chocolate.
through the strainer.
But for some
To
reason,
match my
white
mood, I'm gonna go
chocolate's
ahead and
okay.
make a hot pink mirror
Like
glazed
if I
cake.
eat-
I'm gonna do
If I eat a
one
chocolate
that's
chip
slightly
cookie,
darker and
I
a
have
white one
to
as
smash
well,
it
and
to
see
the
if we get
roof
some
of
kind
my mouth
marbling
and then
action.
swallow
So
it.
into all these bowls, I'm gonna add white.
So anything
even the
anything
pink
chocolate, that's pretty
That'll
much how I
make
have
it
to
a little bit
consume
more
it. I
opaque.
can't actually
Pretty
eat chocolate.
This one very pink.
I
that one
shouldn't
white.
be allowed to eat chocolate anyway, so. But white chocolate, I can do that.
Oh, still pretty hot.
Pretty
103.
good.
Here is my other cake, and then again, I'm going to go around the edge, kind of around down the edge here, so it's not too sharp. There's the second coating of buttercream, crumbs included.
Looks
So for round 2, I'm
pretty.
going to do a slightly different technique. I'm going to take my measuring cup. I'm going
I
to
like
pour
semi-sweet chocolate.
the
Yeah,
base
like,
color in
okay,
there
so
first.
I like chocolate so much
my lighter
as a
pink,
younger kid, and
some
then,
white.
like,
Just a
when I
bit.
got older, I just stopped being able to eat
Give
it.
that a little bit of a swizzle.
That happened to a lot of
Here we
stuff
go.
that I used to, like, eat.
Mirror glaze.
I can't even drink chocolate milk anymore.
Oh,
But I love the heck out of mint chocolate chip.
what
Give
I
me
want.
a freaking barrel of that. I could definitely fuck up a bowl of that. It's so good.
I'm not getting much of that white swirl in there, so I'm going to add a
So,
little
like,
bit
I
of
like
white
strawberry milk more
on
now.
top.
Which I kind of always like. Mint chip boof! Mint chip boof! Now, I always like strawberry milk more. I like strawberry milk more anyway. But, like, it solidified when I got older because now I can't even eat
Look at
chocolate.
that, it's so beautiful.
I always felt bad
So
because if a
excited.
friend gave me, like,
It
chocolates,
worked, it worked, it worked.
I'd
It
have to-
worked.
I'd have to either, like, if they wanted me to eat it in front of them, I'd have to smash it to the top of my mouth, and it would take me a really long time to eat them. Or I would wait till
It's
I got
Barbie
home and
mirror
gave it to
glaze.
somebody who can eat it. I always felt so bad.
It looks
So
beautiful.
I would just,
this
like, I
is
didn't know how to
thank you,
tell
Chelsea.
people that I couldn't
Yes.
really, like, eat,
That's exactly
like,
what I
take
wanted.
chocolates.
Look at
I
this.
felt really bad, like, telling people, hey,
Triumphant.
if you, give me a gift, make sure it's not chocolate. Because it sounds, I don't know, it sounds like you're expecting a gift, so you're trying to make, like,
stunning.
restrictions,
Down
and
below,
it
we're gonna
sounds
just
bad.
trim these
I don't
little
know.
bits off.
Look how pretty that looks, guys. That's so gorgeous. It is really reflective. It's so pretty.
Alrighty, so here it is. Finally, the mirror glazed cake. And after a failure, triumph is all the sweeter. It looks
It's
beautiful.
gorgeous.
So excited.
I
Got some
want
nice marbling
that.
here.
Devours
Coated
cake.
everything. It flowed
The
over.
cake
I
doesn't
had
even
nice
hit the
little
table.
satisfaction
You
of
just like
seeing the marble
ground
effect
pound
happen.
on top
Here we
of
go.
the
Nice,
table,
sharp.
just
Here we
like
go.
yeet the plate out of her hand and into your mouth.
That is satisfying to cut.
Is it? Is it? Don't look at me like that when you have a knife! What the hell? What? How am I supposed to respond?
So it just
Hey,
cuts
I'm not cake. Don't go
beautifully.
after me. What if I am cake? What if I was cake? Yeah. I wonder what flavor of cake I would be. Ooh, guys, look at that.
Yes.
That's like a cartoon slice of cake. Like it's perfectly triangular
I'm sure I
and
have frosting and
everything.
glaze everywhere, but it is time to eat this thing. I love how this turned out. The chocolate, the white frosting, and the pink on the outside. A cake I think Barbie would approve of.
I don't care if
So
Barbie
stinking
likes
sweet. All
it.
right,
Do
let's
I
give this a
like
taste.
it? I want it. It's a chocolate cake, so I would
Slices
probably like
beautifully.
do red velvet or something. I can do
Pick it
red
up, yeah.
velvet for sure. She looks so happy.
Tastes good too. It's that buttercream frosting that really makes
I would
it.
be a
The
lavender
cake
cake,
tastes like a
red
cake
velvet
box
cake,
mix,
probably.
pretty moist,
Dude,
chocolatey.
I love red velvet.
The
That's
buttercream is
Panda
really what
Mom's
makes it for
favorite
me.
cake.
Rich,
is red velvet.
sweet, vanilla. The glaze, while packing a visual punch, doesn't really add too much in terms of flavor.
I
It has
care
some
if
white
Barbie
chocolate
likes it.
and
You
some
would,
condensed milk,
Grum.
but it's so thin.
I see you
it's
talking
not
to
really
her.
Noticeable. It's just really.
She's not a good influence on you, Graham.
And that is some well-deserved.
I'm jelly. I kind of want some.
Big thanks to Chell Sweets for
But, like,
posting
I'm
this
on a
recipe, one
diet.
that actually
I
worked.
can't eat any
Big
of
thanks
this
to
stuff.
Wix for sponsoring this video. Be sure to
I'm
check
not
out
even
the
allowed
link
to
down
have
below and
most
click on it
sweets
to be one of
now.
the first 100 people to sign up, and you'll get 10% off a premium plan.
Oh well, I can
And thank you
eat
guys so much for watching.
visually.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys learned something. Share this video with your friends.
Okay.
It really helps me out.
Dude,
Follow me
mirror
on
cakes
social
are
media
so
to see what
cool.
videos
What
are
the
coming
heck?
up next. Subscribe,
Whoa!
like,
Did you see
and I
that?
shall see
Why
you
did
next
you
one.
put that?
Toodaloo. Take
What
care.
was the point of that? I'm
Bye.
confused. Her face pieces flew away. That was weird. Oh my god. How to make perfect chocolate mirror glaze? That looks very pretty. Very expensive. Okay. Galaxy mirror cake. Oh, that looks so pretty. That's the type of cake I would eat. Smooth bread. Most satisfying mirror glaze cake decoration. Cakey. What's that?
This is my knockoff cooking treat tutorial for my koi pond mousse cake. I poured way too many hours of my life into this, so I hope you enjoy.
What the hell? Do you see
Starting
that?
with the
That's
mirror
so
cake,
cool.
You'll need sweet white bean paste, sweet rice flour,
Germany chocolate cake.
and a little bit of
Wait,
water.
what's the difference?
Nirikiri is a Japanese confection.
I'm mad. I want to
that
eat it.
use
I
to make
know.
koi
I
and
feel it. I
butter
feel that
texture.
pain.
To the rice flour, add a tablespoon of water at a time, mixing until you reach a melty.
Is this
ice cream
cooking
consistency,
ASMR? 'Cause she's
for
talking
lack of
really
a better
quietly.
Descriptive phrase.
You guys can hear her, right?
In total, I use around 2 tablespoons of water. In a saucepan, add your sweet white bean paste and rice flour mixture.
I thought that was clay. Got it.
Mix until well
Bad
combined
news,
to
gamers. She is
form
turned
a
up all the way.
Transfer to a stove
And
top
so is
with
my
low
sound
heat,
mixer.
kneading constantly with a spatula
She is just
until
really
no longer sticky
low.
and it forms into a soft dough.
Yeah, captions do help. Let's see. She's playing butterfly
At this point, the
music.
dough should still be warm.
There we go.
Knead
Perfect.
until
We got it.
smooth.
We got it.
Cover it in plastic wrap and let rest until completely cool. And
What's
this
a
is the
diet?
finished nirikiri dough.
It sucks.
Section it off into individual portions.
It just means
to
I'm
be
not
colored.
able to eat anything that's good. I'm only allowed to eat things that keep me a certain way.
Make sure to cover the pieces you're not using with plastic wrap. to
The
keep them
forbidden
from drying.
potato.
I'm using gel coloring because that's what I have, but powdered color would also work well. These are the colors I used for my original koi cake, but they can be customized however you'd like. Starting with the lily pads, roll out a small portion of the green dough and flatten it between 2 sheets of parchment paper. Carefully cut out a small wedge from the circle, and that's a lily pad.
We did it.
I like to make
Being
a
healthy
few
is good.
extra of
Koi,
different
more
sizes,
like
so
boy.
I have a selection to choose from when I decorate.
I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. I want to be
Now
on
for
that
the lilies,
diet.
roll out a strip of
I would
colored
love
dough.
that.
I used pink
I
and
just,
flattened it into a long
I eat
sheet.
too much, I guess. I really
Past
enjoy
this point,
food.
There really
Like
isn't
food
a set
itself
technique.
drinks
I'm really
more,
just
but
BSing
food
it
itself
too.
is so
But I
fascinating
like to
to
trim
me.
off the top and
Just
bottom
you can
and
change
section
somebody's
it across
mood
the
so
center to
fast
kind
with
of
a good
even it
meal.
out.
You can make people feel emotions with a good meal.
Cut out each
You can make them
individual
remember
petal of the
something
flower.
from their childhood
The
with a
general
good
shape
meal.
should be tapered
I
at
just
the
find
ends.
that so amazing. I think that's why I want to open up my own cafe so bad.
To shape the petals,
wanna
use a
provide a
needlepoint tool
nice,
to make
cozy
an
place
indent
for
down the
people.
center, then pinch together each end.
Be more active.
This
I
is
try
a
my
really
very
tedious
best.
process, and honestly, this entire cake is just a huge inconvenience. You only
Get
really
absolutely
need
fucked
maybe
koi fish.
20
Right,
petals
Graham
or
hates
so
anything
to make a
fish.
decent flower, but extras can't hurt. To assemble the flower, combine the petals by pressing them together at one end.
Interesting.
I like to start with 5 petals in the center and then work my way out. The size of the petals don't have to be too consistent, but typically petals on the outside should be longer than the ones in the center. Once you're happy with your flower, cut
Oh,
off
it's
the
so
bottom and
pretty.
attach it to a lily pad. With the remaining green dough, flatten it out and cut out the leaves for the cattails. The process is the same as the petals, just a little bigger in size.
I gotta keep on the move, constantly on the hunt. Graham has blacklisted from Twitch. Fish are friends, not food. Fish are friends and can't be food. All fish enjoy being told that they're a tasty snack. This is a lot of work for a cake. I know, right? But like, okay, so there's some cakes that I've
Next, for
seen
the koi fish,
that
use
literally
white
I would feel
mercury
too
dough
bad to
form
eat
the
them.
body.
They're
The general
practically
shape is
should be
a
in a
bit curved
museum,
with a
and you
wider
shouldn't be
head
allowed
and
to eat
thinner
them.
tail. For the pattern on the koi, break off small pieces of colored dough. Here I use orange. Gently press them onto the body where you want the patterns to be.
I think it's cool though, like being able to do all of this stuff with food. That's hard. I truthfully don't think I could eat something this pretty. Yeah, see, so that's my issue too. I thought that was an egg and then she tore it off.
The colored dough into
Grab.
irregular shapes to mimic the iconic color patterns of
Poor
a koi fish.
baby. Fancy cake for fancy people. Speak up, lady. Yeah, lady, what are you doing? Speak up.
Here I'm doing the same, just with black dough. Don't be disheartened if it looks weird in the beginning, just trust the process.
Trust the process, guys. I never claimed to be smart. This is true. Ma'am, I appreciate your ASMR, but I just fucking want to hear you talk about making the cake. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
For
That's
the
what I was
tail
saying.
and fins, flatten a small piece of white dough and cut out the desired shape.
A fin.
Attach them onto the body with the needlepoint tool.
I'm falling asleep. At the same time, some of the cake modeling and molding stuff like fondant and gelatin really don't taste
I
good.
completely
So it may be
forgot
pretty,
to
but
add
tastes
the
nasty.
dorsal fins
Yeah,
on these
so
koi,
when we
so
first looked at
if
the
you want
cake, everything was
anatomically
jiggling all
correct
over,
fish,
so I'm gonna
add
guess
a
there's
small
more
fin
jello.
on the top of the
More
koi.
jello in the cake! They expect me to eat that.
For the eyes,
does
I
look
use
pretty,
black
though.
sesame seeds, but you can also use the black nirikiri dough.
You're putting sesame seeds in that? Fondant does not taste good, no. It is definitely more for decoration, not for eating. Fondant.
For a 6-inch
Well, there you
cake,
go.
typically I make 3 koi fish. For the rest of the decorations, combine what's left of the white dough with a little bit of black at a time to form different shades of gray. Then roll out various sizes of pebbles and rocks to lay at the bottom of the pond. For the cattails, color the remaining plain nirikiri dough brown. Roll out thin pieces of dough and attach them to small bamboo skewers. These are the basic elements of the koi cake, but you can make practically any decorations you'd like with the nirikiri dough. Onto the mousse
I
cake.
really want a cookie
You'll
cake.
need milk,
Dude, I haven't had a cookie
egg
cake in
yolks,
forever.
sugar,
Oh, guys,
gelatin,
we're actually getting
and
to the
white
cake part.
chocolate for the
Okay,
custard.
okay.
You'll also need heavy cream, powdered sugar, and vanilla extract.
We
for the
making
base.
mousse!
Add a few tablespoons of milk to the gelatin, mixing until completely saturated.
Gets out my piano to play the same chords for an hour and a half. I don't know if I could. I
Set
would
aside
like to try
bloom,
doing an
and
ASMR.
in a saucepan,
But
add in
I
your
feel
egg
like
yolks,
I wouldn't
sugar,
know how to
and
do
remaining
it.
milk.
I don't think I'd be very good at talking softly in people's ears. And there's like an art to it, you know? Like
Mix
to not
well
sound
and
creepy.
transfer to a stovetop at low heat, stirring constantly until the custard thickens up.
It looks tasty. I want it.
If you're using a bar of white chocolate like I am, roughly chop it up on preferably a more stable cutting board than mine, and add it to the custard while still warm.
Oh, it looks so good.
Also add in the bloomed gelatin and mix until melted and smooth.
Bye, tube. ASMR makes me so uncomfortable. Yeah. So for some people, I think ASMR makes them feel uncomfortable because it's like
Transfer
a
to a
level of
separate
like
bowl and
hearing
cover with
somebody that
plastic wrap.
close. I'm pretty sure is like freaks people out. So Chris help.
In the bowl of a
smooth
spag
cooking.
mixer, add in your heavy cream.
Smooth cooking, like cooking the cake.
Whip the cream at low to medium speed for about 4 minutes.
I don't mind like rain and stuff like that, like walking or driving in the rain. I love that. Yeah.
Once the cream
Atmospheric
just begins
ASMR.
to
I like.
thicken, add in the
I
powdered
feel like
sugar
the talking
and
in my
vanilla
ear is a
extract.
little weird, but also like I think only certain people can do that. Like okay, so I'm pretty sure only
The
there's
consistency
like
we're looking for is
everybody
whipped,
has
but
somebody in
still a
their
bit
life
runny.
that
just
they're
before it
okay
hits
with
soft
them
peaks.
talking that closely to them, and it wouldn't freak them out. But that's not everybody. That's like something you have to earn.
Add the custard into the whipped cream and
That's the thing you
fold
have to like
until
really
well
earn
combined.
with a person, because it's like it's a level of intimacy that you have with a person for them to be allowed
Split the
to
mousse
like
evenly into
be that
two
close.
separate containers, and at this point, if it becomes too thick to
intimacy
work
makes me
with,
really
you can
uncomfortable. Yeah,
microwave
no,
it for
I
15
could get it.
seconds at a time.
Like that's why that kind of
Color
stuff is really a
1/2
very
blue
niche
using
thing.
gel or powdered coloring.
Like ASMR is not for everyone. If I were to do an ASMR, it would be a cat trashing your room ASMR. It would just be
12
sounds of
minutes
me
into the
knocking
video,
shit around in the
finally
room.
At the cake portion of the cake.
And
For the
every
base,
so
use a
often
layer
asking
of
how your
paper.
day was.
I used
And then
chalk
knocking another
that
bottle
I
off the desk.
To keep it neat, I'm lining the outside
I already
with
have
a sheet
Nia.
of
So
acetate
there you go. You already
and
have that
secure
type
it
of
with a
ASMR.
mold.
You know, cats
Pour
actually
in
enjoy
the first
ASMR.
layer of mousse and refrigerate until completely set.
It gives them a like there's something about
Then do the same
talking
with the
softly in
second
their
layer
ear.
of blue mousse.
It causes like a sensation that
For the
releases a
jelly
lot
layer,
of like,
I actually use lychee coconut
it's like
jelly
euphoria.
cups. They taste way better than agar powder, although
Fruity
it's a pain
coconut
to
jello.
open each one. In total, I used approximately 25.
Jelly. Bloop.
Microwave in 30-second intervals until completely melted. The brand I used has cubes of coconut jelly inside that I took out after melting. Add gel coloring and mix well.
Pretty.
And
Well, yeah,
finally,
they
for
would.
my
Cats are
favorite
weird.
part, assembly
Yeah,
and decoration.
we are. I
For
get
my
it,
base
Graham.
layer,
You don't
I placed
like
the pebbles
us.
along with one koi fish.
I'll usually go chill
Once
out in
you're
my car
happy
when
with
it's
the
pouring and
layout,
just
pour
enjoy
in
the
half
rain.
of the jelly
I
for the
like to
first
do
layer.
that. Maybe I should do that. Ooh, maybe I can do an IRL where I just bring my
Once
I
it's
can
set,
bring my
place
phone
the
into one
remaining
of
koi
the
fish, followed by the second layer
the
of
techie
jelly.
cars that we have that I can borrow, and then I can turn on the rain thingy, and then we could just
To
chat while
finish,
listening
top it
to
off
rain.
with the
That'd be
lilies,
so
lily
cool! Oh my
pads,
god!
and cocktails.
New idea! New idea! The flavors she's using. Oh look, it is coming together nicely. That's really pretty.
And that was the full, far too complicated process of making this cake. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. I'm numb at this point, but please let me know what other tutorials you might like to see.
She doesn't
This
even know
was
if it's
kind of
worth it at
painful
this
to film
point.
on my $10 tripod and iPhone, and also the footage in this video is from 2 separate attempts to film, so that's why the cakes don't look exactly the same. But all that aside, thank you
That's
for
really
watching,
pretty.
and I hope to see you here again.
Oh, Kitty! Hello, fellow brethren. That was really pretty, though. Her worldview shattered. I don't know. She didn't say. She didn't even cut into it. Oh, which one of these looks good? Okay, we got the chocolate jelly island cake. We've got the dragon fruit cake. We've got the chateau à la mousse de framboise fam cake. We got a cactus cake. And a cherry blossom rice cake, tangerine cheesecake, custard buns. We saw the jelly island cake before. We did. Did it taste good? I know. I don't know. I don't know if it tastes good. It didn't even eat it. Custard buns. Cactus cake. Okay. Cactus cake or custard buns? Which one? I'm going to take another swig of water. Both. All right. We'll look at the cactus cake first, and we'll come back to the custard buns. There we go. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay. Need a chocolate Genoese cake. Pretty. Cut the underside into thin slices. That's a torture device for cakes. I will be completely honest. I like when there is no talking. You know what? Yeah, it's kind of nice. Custard. They have all the cake tools. Okay, syrup, lightly boiled and cooled. And soak the cake with it. Ooh. I'm guessing buttercream? Then we put some on the cake. Like, the no talking bits just let you appreciate the ingredients. I agree. Like culinary magic. And you know what? There was a time where I wanted to go to culinary school. I just couldn't afford it though. Icing once thin to prevent crumbs. Plus, I liked making drinks more than I liked actually cooking. I don't know. But I've gotten more for an appreciation for it now. You have the best down the road. Probably. Cream color, cream color. Cozy cat. Ah, I like that emote. It's cute. Music is nice. Yay! Noir is back. His computer didn't explode. Jesus, just drop that on there. Plap. It looks like peanut butter. They have peanut butter cakes, right? I'm pretty sure they do. I just haven't had one. Is it on a rock? It just sounds unpleasant for the knife to be dragging across that. Peanut butter cakes are good. Put cream on the top edge. Okay. Oh, to make it look like a pot. is mesmerizing. Stoneware? Oh yeah, you know what? You might be right. Make the pot shape little by little. Looks like it takes a long time just to carve out the top part. Makes sense though. Pottery, but you're literally making a cake. MK64 guy, how are you? Thanks for dropping in. You can tell they love what they do. That's true. By how, like, delicate they are with everything. They're not trying to rush anything. It's really good, homie. Sup, 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 sup. The lazy Susan. Yeah, I knew what that was. I didn't know what the stone thingy was. Under it. On top of it. Lazy Susan's under. A borf. I'm really sorry to dip so early, but I'm kind of dealing with something really bad mentally. Okie dokie, Michiru. Love you. If you need anything, just message me. Yo, Pat, just want to say your crew failed you. Make a cactus flower color with red coloring. Okay. Ooh, you know what? If I could ever do it, I would love to do a stream where I actually make something like this. I think you'd only really see my paws though. Yeah, the Tech W is kind of your signature moniker. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I could do a coffee stream or a bartending stream and a cooking stream. Yeah. Okay, I'll think of something. Pastry is probably the easiest to do. Cooking stream, please. Yes, I will try and find a good pastry to do. You know what? I would like to do a stream during the morning. Like maybe afternoon actually, like at 12. Like on a day that I don't work. And do breakfast or lunch. I would like to do a tamago sando. Those are my favorite. It's an egg sandwich. Oh, it's a Japanese egg sandwich. I love that. We could do that one for the first one and then work our way through. That would be fun. More reference lines first, then piping them. Okay, so we're making the cactus. Breakfast. Brecky fast. Yum. What are those thingies? Like the little platforms that they have it. Wait, why are we making breakfast? Cause why not? Tamago sandos are good for breakfast or lunch. They're super good. They're one of my favorite sandwiches. Add icing coloring and white cream. Plop, plop. You make slapping swaying sounds. Not a harsh, it's a harsh world for Fest. Okay, so what are we doing with this one? Because they put it on different sides of the baggie. They're gonna do a stripe. They're gonna do a stripe. Ooh. I just realized this whole cake is frosting. So much frosting. It's all edible. Right, exactly. You can eat every single part of this cake. There's no weird jello or anything. It's all frosting. It's the cake of cakes. It's also, yes, that's a lot of sugar. It is a lot of sugar. Foams at the mouth because frosting. Sugar comas for everyone. Now this is real cake baking. This is cake baking. No fondant. Yeah, no fondant. Gotta bail, forgot I gotta do something. Sorry, I have to leave so fast. It's okay. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. Cactus hypnosis. Every time you go to the desert, you will eat these now. No, 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 no. Here we go. Okay, those just appeared. Sprinkle brown sugar for sand. More sugar! Adding stone-shaped chocolates. Oh my god, they thought of everything. Wow. That looks so cool! You can eat that whole thing! That's intense. I'd feel so bad to eat that. I would be like, no. Oh, there's the princess cake. You have to use like green, like, ow. I don't think it's fondant. It's like, I can feel my blood sugar levels rising. Smile because it happened. Yeah. Russian honey cake. That looks amazing. Princess cake. So that's made with oh, what's it called? It's not fondant. It's marzipan. It's covered in marzipan. What if you put your heart and soul into making a cake and some clown throws it at a guy? That shouldn't make me laugh like that. That's awful. That's so awful. Marzipan, like from homestarrunner.com. What are you even saying to me? No, it's just completely covered in green marzipan. It's supposed to be a light green color, but anytime I saw anybody make it on the baking show, it'd always be a neon green. It looks radioactive. Oh, okay. Which cake next? I guess we could do one more, and then I can move on to drawing, I guess. Unless you guys want to still watch cakes. I'm good. I'm down for anything, really. It's just a chill time. Nothing crazy today. Friday will be the craziness, but not today. What does the Burninator have to do with this? Everything. What about them buns? Oh, where are they? Let's see. Let's see if we could go find the custard buns. I'll have to go back, I guess.
This is my knockoff cooking treat
There they
tutorial
go.
for
Custard buns! They're bears! Oh no! They're dead! Oh, all their essence! Ugh. Dang, okay, we're not even gonna just show me gore first before frightening me into the kitchen. You can't eat eggs. Use boiled and mashed sweet potatoes instead. Okay, good to know. Sugar! That butter is very cold. If it made that noise going in there. Okay. Oh, what is that? Is that custard? Why does it look like that? It looks like a weird misshapen omelet. Make it round. I don't want to touch that. It looks weird. Scramby eggs. Looks like destroyed eggs. It I like it better when they have music. This feels creepy. Like we're in a serial killer's kitchen. They're showing us how they're like baking something for the cops when they show up, and they're gonna bribe them with sweets so that they won't look under the floorboards. Oh, there's the music again. Why was it so quiet before? Ew. Oh, it looks slimy. It looks so slimy. Sorry. The slapping noise. It was so loud. The hands move weird. Is it just me? Or do they look like they're like, when they were doing that, they look like stop motion. Like those like Lego cooking things, which are also really weird. Have you seen those? Those are crazy. Frozen custard. Oh, what? Ah! Ah, that scared me. Thank you, Soda Cap, for the subby. Thank you for becoming a drifter. I appreciate it. Also, hi. Welcome in. Yes, Lego cooking, Rue. So it's literally these people who cook using Lego pieces. And it's stop motion. It's insane. Hold on. I can find this. Hold on. I'm gonna skip ahead. They cooked it. And now they decorate. And they made it. Squishy. And then you kill it. Terrifying. Okay. So, hold on. Lego cooking. Okay. Where's the one that we saw? Lego breakfast. Okay. It's this one. Okay, this will be the last one, and then I have to draw. I'll draw like one picture. soft surf in so long. Neither have I. Dang. I'm jelly tube. Goofy! And that's Lego cooking. It's very weird. Lego cooking is strange. Wasteful on the oranges. That's what I said. You should eat that. Do not eat the Lego? Damn, I failed the last step. Just already like stuffed a whole bucket of nails. Legos into your mouth and you're like, why won't it taste like what I see? So weird but neat. Yeah. There's a bunch of these and they're all very interesting. I think the chocolate cake was the one I saw first and that was very strange. I ate them before they said it. No! I liked it. Now the drawing. Yes. Now the drawing. Although, hold on. Oh, what was that? Sorry, I heard something. What is it? Oh. I just want to hear this song one more time. It's so good. What is that sound? Hold on. Bro, what are you doing? Are you screwing with wires? Why are you doing that? Are you being a weirdo boy? Are you being a weirdo boy? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Bubby. Come here. Come here, Bubby. Come here, Bubby, 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 Bubby. Hi, Nevers. Hi, sweetie. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Sorry, he wants attention. Give me a second. Oh, he's a good boy. Yes, you are. Mwah. Oh, it's a pretty face. Yes, you are. Mwah. Hi. Who's a handsome boy? You are the handsome boy. Yes, you are. You are the handsomest. Handsomest boy, yes you are. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Are you 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 a good boy? Yes you are, my goodness. Yes you are, you're so cute. Oh my gosh. Yes you are. Oh, he jumped up on the couch. He's a cute, my God. I'm proud of him. I just want to hear this song real quick. Oh, where'd it go? I was looking at it. Oh, where'd it go? Where was it? Oh, that's what.
Okay, well, let's actually do it. Let's actually do it.
I want to hear this song. I'm sorry.
I hit that one.
The song already.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Third try, FC, tricky. What the fuck? Who said that was harder than... Come on. Come on, YouTube. Seriously?
That song is so good. Okay, I'll go back to drawing now. I just really like that song. It's so good. So good. They did my boy Tricky right. Alright. Gaming! Alright. What is this? Ah! Hey, Milk Money! How are you? Were you asking about what the game was? It's a rhythm game called Friday Night Funkin'. And it's you can mod it. Pretty much you can do whatever you want really with it. And tons of people make like really, really cool mods for it. This one was one. That was for the Madness series. A lot of the characters are from like old Newgrounds days, which is awesome. But a lot of the music in this game is so good. That's one of them. That's one of the harder songs. I like the Pico one. Roses is good. Have you guys seen the Hex mod yet? Because that one's really good. I want to see if I can get to that one. Because they did a really cool one. Hold on. Here we go. I'll show you the
And there it is, ladies and
last song because that one's really
Third
cool.
try, FC, tricky. There might be a virus inside of me. Huh?
There we go.
I'm always ready. We gotta save our boy, let's go! Oh, stairs? Okay. Holy shit. Oh my god, this is so good. Whoa! Holy shit, what? What? This is so sick. Holy shit, this is so cool.
Oh, I'm sure they'll add Strawberry Clock. They have to. That's an iconic character from Newgrounds. They got Pico in here.
Oh! Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah, that's a really good song.
Okay.
But yeah, all the characters that they have in this game are like from Newgrounds and stuff like that. I'm sure they'll do Strawberry Clock. They have to. There's a whole bunch of other characters they can do, like Blockhead and like Harry Stickmin and all those other characters. Salad Fingers, maybe. Zonton. Can only imagine if Zone was put in the game. Oh god. There definitely have to be restrictions on that. I'm trying to think what other characters they could add. Among Us. No, that's not a Newgrounds character. Get out of here. God, you're too young. Let's see. I'm trying to think what other Newgrounds characters they could add. They've already added so many. The Tank Man is next. I know that. Oh yeah, Catface. They could add Catface or Badger or... Oh my god. There are so many characters on Newgrounds that could be added. Isn't Zone in the background of one of the winter stages? She is. She's in the back of the Winterland stage. Salad Fingers from Newgrounds thought it was Fat Pie. Where? I'm pretty sure I remember it being on Newgrounds mostly. Foamy was from Newgrounds first before it had its own website. That's another one they could put too. Let's see, who else? Minecraft Xenoblade. Both those things did not come from... God, it's like talking to 13-year-olds. Those are not from Newgrounds. There are a lot. There really are. There's a lot of characters. Let me see here. Yeah, they're having like a Friday Night Funkin' animation contest right now, but no, there was so many. Oh my god. I'm trying to remember like old stuff. Really old stuff. Featured series and collections. All collections would kind of, all series, I would maybe remember. I do remember Alice is Dead. Oh my god. The Awesome series, but those were based on video games, so I don't think they'd really... There's Blockhead. I do remember Blockhead. Bunny Kill was on there too. I do remember that. Catface. Who else? I do remember Q-Boy. Q-Boy was weird. Who else? Oh my god. Greasy Moose. That was just a weird series, but they put Greasy Moose. That would be interesting. Ed's World, yeah, Ed's World maybe. I don't know if they could really get it though, but they could definitely try. It did start on Newgrounds. Okay, old timer, go back to playing your saloon piano and listening to your radio soaps. Technically, listening to podcasts is a type of radio soap. So anybody who listens to podcasts listening to a radio soap. So that means you're not allowed to listen to podcasts, Grim. Also, you have a piano, and I don't. And the only piano that you know how to play are meme songs, and that's about it. So, since you love so much to act like your age... Oh, I do remember that one, Rue. I can read it. I know which one you're talking about. There's a joke from them that I still use. Literally not true. That's just so mean. It's true. Why don't you go play fucking Undertale tunes for the 100th time today? Why don't you go play Chug Jug? Yeah, why don't you go get a Victory Royale? Let's see. Imp. I do remember Imp. Who else? Larry. Holy shit. If they get Larry the little freaking knight, that would be great. Holy shit. That's so hurtful. But we could be poor Fortnite. No, you guys can be pro Fortnite gamers. You can do that. You go off to Tomato Town. That's fine. Larry. Let's see. Yeah, actual rude. Is it? The person that supposedly is saying I'm being hurtful literally told me I was old. Like, called me old. And was mean to me. But then I retaliated. And now I'm the mean one. I see how it is. There are a lot of characters that probably wouldn't be thrown on here now. Let's see. Nox. When did Nox start putting their stuff on Newgrounds? Was that a while ago? That'd be interesting if Nox was put on there. Pico. It's already on there. I'm surprised for Pico they didn't use the other two. Jerome and Nene. I'm very surprised they didn't use those two. Jerome would have been great for Blammed and they could have put Nene on the other one. There's Salad Fingers. There's Dark Animal Babies. Let's see. Stickman. Oh, there's so many stick animations. Tankman. There's definitely Strawberry Color. There She Is would be an interesting one. I wonder if they could get, like, permission to use those characters. But There She Is was hugely popular when it came out. The whole series. Wacky game jokes for kids. That's another one they could do. Leo and Satan. They could do Leo and Satan. Or the Hellbenders. There's so many. There's so many. Oh god, there's so many. Yeah, I couldn't even remember all of these characters for sure. There were so many like series back then. And oh, Alien Hominid. You get Alien Hominid on there. What else? Gosh, I don't even know. There's so many. Ant Boy was one. Jesus. Combat Wombat. Max G guys, yeah. Anything by Psychic Pebbles. Yeah, no, like literally just look at the old animators from back in Newgrounds and just grab all of those guys. All of their stuff. For sure. I'm surprised they didn't put Madness in sooner, honestly. The coolest rhythm game on this website. They're right. They're right. I don't think they realized this game was going to blow up like it did. Yeah, I don't think they had any idea. But good for them in all honesty. Jeez. Pico Day. May 1st. Oh man, it's all gonna be freaking Friday Night Funkin' stuff though. They know it. Pico's been given new life thanks to this game. I'm still just a boy, eating my greens and washing behind the ear. Yeah. Let's see. Oh god, there was another one, but I cannot remember. I cannot remember. I should play Friday Night Funkin' for a stream at some point. Was Weeble and Bob Newgrounds? Yes. Yes, it was. Weeble had a lot of freaking animations on here. A lot of music videos, too. Is it a good thing, though? For Pico to get a new life? Yeah. Castle series? So I don't know if they'd actually bring the Castle series to it because it was stick figure people. I'm not even sure who they would pick. The biggest difference for the stick figures was they had helmets. Like, I love the series. I just don't know how they would put it on there. They would have to use Boomer or Lloyd or Atreus. They were the most popular stick figure. I have the same sentiments as you. It was a really good series. And it shouldn't have ended the way that it did. It was I wish it would come back, but there's no way it's going to, which sucks. But it was a really good series. No. But yeah, no, I think it's good that Pico was given new life. I grew up on the Pico cartoons. They were crazy, but yeah. Alright, gotta go raid time. Y'all have fun. They almost went to 3D. I know! They almost went to 3D! How crazy is that? Holy damn. We could have had a 3D Castle series. And that makes me so sad that we didn't get that. But, I mean, I get it. Making the series is hard. Like, it's a lot. Now they have to hunt the creators down. This is showing our age now. There was a certain type of animations that were available back then that definitely aren't now. Like, it's so much harder for people to animate and put that stuff on YouTube. But Newgrounds was like the frontier, man. Anything you could possibly think of was animated and thrown up on this website. This was like the go-to place to, like, watch crazy shit. Yeah, now they have to hunt down the creators. Thankfully, most of the creators from Newgrounds did migrate over to Utah. They migrated to Utah. They moved over to YouTube, so, I mean, most of that stuff could be found on there, and some of them have gotten new life doing other things, but, you know. Hey, Nell! How are you? Yeah, we're going down memory lane on Newgrounds. I was checking out Friday Night Funkin', and I was talking about some of the characters that have been put on there already. I know. I think I still have an account on this site. I just don't remember the password. But I bet if I figure it out, oh my god, I would love to check out all the old videos that are saved on the profile. You should look for Super Mario RPG if you want something classic. Oh, I know! Utah's the resting point for all animators. It's true. Or Wyoming. Oh my god, yeah, Super Mario RPG? Jesus. They still have that? Super. Mario. Where is it? Oh, Super Mario Bros. Z. That was my shit. I love that show. I forgot if he tore everything down after that whole incident. I don't know if he kept all his stuff. Johnny still makes things. Super Mario RPG. I'm not seeing the old animation. There's the forest maze. Kingdom. Damn, I'd have to look for it on YouTube. I think it is true. I think he did take everything down after all that crazy stuff happened. So did they update all the Flash stuff so it works without it? Yeah, they have their own media player. They have their own media player and they converted everything, but I don't think everything got saved. That's one thing. I think things that were like super old that the creators aren't around anymore, I don't think those got converted. Yeah, some stuff was saved. So one of those days I'm going to finish my fan dub of SMBZ. Super Mario Bros. Z was a classic. That's up there with like Sonic Paradox and stuff. Like, and Nazo. Oh my god. Nazo was that one definitely. Jesus. Yeah, Nazo. Oh well, it's on YouTube. Yeah, it definitely is on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. I'm pretty sure. Unless they took that down too. Full game. There it is. No, it's still up.
Hey, have you heard about that Mario guy? The one with the mushrooms? Yeah, the one jumping around in the forest. Yeah, I know him. Yes.
The audio on this was always so
Mario RPG, and it's the only one just for me. When I play the game, I got lost in the face.
the one I was thinking about was the video Blenders. Which one was it? This is the only one I remember for Mario RPG. Why are the voices so quiet? Because this is an old video.
I need to get those stuff for coins. There are many secrets in this game, many of which drives some beats insane. While we're trying to cheat in a really good game, just sounds like crap and it's make you look great. Exiting the forest is super simple. All you do is follow these patterns. For the rest of your gaming life.
My name is Exor, I'm the rapper's angel. Traveling late with the action rangers. You watch your name is like Mario, the party all bunch of retarded jokes. Star road, I don't think so. I don't blink so. Every time I go around, Ramadan, it's my time with the last time and
It's been bored and lack of interest. Then the cast got the facts and instances. Tell the I get my master plan to blast the past. Rescue the cast of princesses. Go for stag, go for stab, and last fight. I made dangerous to them as a fast tag. Don't fight the public, the body is dead. Nobody can drop it. Never give me the last fast lap. My name is Coco. Give me more left. Give me more left. Give me. Yeah. This. I'm alone hit points. I'm having a refreshment. Yeah, you can take this mushroom. But it's wrong there.
It's a princess, please help me. Cause it is scary. Heard rumors he's taking me to marry more, but I don't wanna marry more. I wanna marry Mario.
Give me fruit coins. Give me Mario. Give me fruit coins. Give me Mallow. Give me Sia. Give me Tino.
God, this is so bad. I know! This is hell. But I remember it, man. I remember it. If you were to say Super Mario RPG, this is what I remember. For sure. Mario! I also don't think that some of the people that sang this actually spoke English. They did their best, though. Oh my god. I think it was a song that they did an animation based off of the song. Are you talking about this? This is just a fixed up reanimation of it, I think. Which one? Yeah, you're talking about this one. I think this is the older... Wait! I'm confused! Is this the older one? No, this is the reanimated version. Why is that older than this one? Oh, I'm confusion. What the fuck? Is that the one? Yeah, that was the one I remember though. The song is different slightly too. Yeah, this is the redone version.
Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, this was the
Super
the
Mario
redid one.
RPG.
You can tell the animation
Super
styles a
Mario
lot better.
RPG.
Yo, trapped in this place. Make no mistake. Oh, you'll never escape.
Super Mario RPG. If I could ask you to play with me, only if it wasn't a one-player game. Something about it just isn't the same. Entering a forest came with bees. Now that I'm lost, someone help me, please. How can I remember what brought me here? There is a story to tell and near.
Once upon a trip, a giant sword came down and crashed into a road that's made of stars, and then he scattered to afar. Mario and all the crew on an adventure finding new. Follow them as they continue on a quest to save me and you.
There are many secrets in this land, up in the clouds or beneath the sand. Deep within this labyrinth there is a place. If you go looking, you might go insane. Exiting the forest is very simple. All you do is follow these patterns. Exiting the forest is very simple. Listen to me, you'll find regulates. Follow Gino to here, follow Gino to here, follow Gino, follow Gino now.
That's so funny. Yeah, I remember this one. This came out afterwards. That's why I'm so confused as to why this one was uploaded first.
Super Mario RPG. This is a game just for you and me. When you find yourself in a miserable haze, it's all because of the forest maze. Exiting the forest is super simple. All you do is follow these patterns. Exiting the forest is super simple. Listen to me, or you'll regret it. Follow Gino's here, follow Gino's here, follow Gino's here, follow Gino.
I'm a gaming god.
Yeah. I remember this one. They were all... It's still funny. A lot of his animations, you could tell... When they got redid, they all had gradient colors on them. The shiny gradients. Oh my god, but what a throwback though. Jesus. Watch the high quality version of this music video at Newgrounds. But it's not on there anymore. I looked. It's not there anymore, buddy. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not there, buddy. Hey. Oh, hey, Life Arrow. Yeah, Life Arrow's cool. Boo, the sword didn't wrap. Lol. I've still got to do an SMR really playthrough too. I just need people of Gino, Malo, and a few others. Let's see. Yeah, no, there's just a lot of characters that can be added onto that game. And so far, the modding community has gone nuts because they've added so many cool characters already and like mods to this game. Like seriously, they had no idea this was gonna get as big. Ow. Re-upload? Yeah, I think so. Mario. That's still a silly freaking line. Ugh, so old. So old, oh my god. I've tried Super Mario RPG a couple of times. I can't get through it. It's really clunky. I like it, I just can't get through it. It's good after a while that I start getting bored. I did really enjoy Thousand Year Door though. Speaking of YouTube, I got my 4th card vid out. Nice! Congrats. Let's see. You know what I've been seeing a lot lately? A resurgence of freaking Code Lyoko. Has anybody seen that show? That's an old show. I remember watching that. Code Lyoko is awesome. I freaking love that. It was one of the few things I had emulated on my old phone. God, I love Code Lyoko. See? Dude, as soon as I mention, like, Code Lyoko to somebody, they're just like, oh, shit. I really like that show. The 5th live-action season was garbage. I agree. I have no idea why they did that. I have no idea why they did that. The France anime. Yes. Yes, Code Lyoko. I have such good memories watching that show. Also, the opening was a banger, and we know it. Xana Gang! Hey! What's up, Devil Food? Xana! Yeah, I know. Dude, I want a Code Lyoko mod. Do that shit. I'd love that. They also already have like a Hololive one also. They also have this Dementia one. It's slowly getting finished, and I'm like terrified to play it. There's so many. Emmy. Yeah. No. Yeah, there's so many mods. Jesus. My dashboard's gonna be just completely full of freaking FNF mods because of me watching a bunch of them earlier. OG cast is complete. Oh yeah, that's Sonic Smackdown. I kind of want to play that too. I might play that for Summer of Sonic. I might play Sonic Smackdown. Okay. Anyway. Shotgun Willie. Where? I do like Witty though. Witty's a good one too, but his song's ridiculous. Oh hey, it's Mayo. Mayo? You guys are just saying things now. I'm confused. I saw the Dementia one. Yeah, I saw that one. It's interesting. I like it. Have you guys seen the Nun one? That's weird. It's called Mid-Fight Masses, and it's literally you fighting a nun. There was a Hatsuno Miku mod. Yeah, I've seen the Miku mod. Well, actually, I haven't seen it. I know it exists. But there's a nun one where, no lie, you fight in a church. You fight in a church against a nun, and she's adorable. It's an adorable design for a nun. But the guy that comes in... Anyway, Drawning Rue? Those songs are good. From the Miku one? Yeah. I freaking love this. The guy that comes in for the third song, for the nun one, he went ham. Even though he's not the last song, came in, went ham, destroyed everything. It was pretty funny. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for YouTube. Nun. Yeah, a nun. Like an actual nun. Where is it at? I think I have a thing for it. I think it's here. Yeah, that one. It's an adorable, character design. It's interesting. You got little crosses. to help her. Like, his song's ridiculous. Where is he at? There he is.
Three, two, one, go!
Yeah, there's no other song in this week is going to be that. And done. Best song of the freaking week. Came in with a goddamn drum and deep bass. Absolutely kills it. Yep. Best song of the week. I don't even care. The Nun gets outshined every time. It's so sad. Because, like, her second song's not bad. And she's a very, like, appealing looking character. Then this guy steps in, comes in with the fucking synth bass, and absolutely destroys it. That song's a jam. I don't even care. Well, I don't even know what... Oh, damn it. What was the song called? I think it's like orchestra or something like that. Hold on. I can see it in the thingy. Okay. Parish. Worship. I think it's Zavadila. And then you get a bonus song. Zavadila is the song that he does. Because Parish is the first one. The second song for the Nun is Worship. And then it's Zavadila, which is the guy. But the thing is, you know what? She kind of gets a little bit of a redemption towards the end. Hold on.
3, 2, 1, go!
She's a demon nun. Yeah, in all honesty, I think it's a solid mod. But I'm sorry, Zavadila is my favorite. This is a good one, but Zavadila is a really freaking good song. That synth bass is nuts. Yeah, Pat has the right idea. Uh-huh. He's got the right idea for sure. Bun 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 bun. Okay. I've tired myself out bopping along to that music. Okay. So give me a minute, get some more water, and then I will probably do one drawing and then call it an evening. And then yeah, we'll have completed our chill stream for the evening. Yay! Yeah, you've been going for like 3 hours. I have? What were we doing again? I have no idea. We started out with cake? We started out with cake. Yeah. And then we somehow ended here. We somehow ended here. That's such a good freaking song. There's like random songs I like from all of the weeks. That one has to be one of my favorites. And I was obsessed with Pico that I didn't even care about the other week that came out after for a while. But then I heard MILF and I couldn't. High and MILF were like the best songs of that week. And then you had the other week come out and Thorns and Roses were amazing. Those were so good. We started out with talking about gross food for like an hour and then cake for another. Whatever, Graham. I don't know if I have the energy to draw though. Oh. Like, I'm sorry. I'm still kind of under the weather. I still have a fever. And it hasn't really gone down all day. So I've kind of just been in and out. Definitely still hot. Say that again. What was the song name? Oh, the bass one? Zavodila. 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 It's such a good song, dude. I would say go with Ballistic from Witty, but that literally is just insane guitar riffs for like 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yeah, Zavodila. I helped to create Friday Night Funkin' mod. The mod is called Midnight Masses, and I created the Zavadila song, because that's literally the best one! It's literally the best one. Yeah, so if you want to find... Wait, why are we bullying Graham? We're not. But yeah, no. If you want to find it, that's what the song is called. Witch Queen, Blood Foxy, you still there? Oh, ow, ow, ow. Okay. Give me a sec to show you something. I'm gonna show you the best song from each week, and only a snippet because I want you to go look at it yourself. I really do. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it. Why is Luffy so pissed off? When is he not pissed off? Not just like... Okay. So, the best one from week 1, I still think it's fresh. Although Dad's Battle is really good. So, hold on. I think it's fresh. Okay. And I'm gonna let you hear snippets of the music. Okay, so I think it's this one I like.
Twist.
that's my idea of what the first one from that is. From the second week, it's South. It's okay. You don't have to like it. I'm just picking ones out. Here's South. The final week should be Dad Part 2. Yeah. Mind you, in week 2, there is only 2 songs. This is the second song. It is by far the better one. I don't like the first one very much. South is better. I think they figured out South, but they didn't figure out the other song very well. Okay, so that's South. And you fight these guys. It's Skid and oh god, I forgot what the pumpkin's name was. Spump, right? It's just Skid and Pump. South was definitely stronger for week 2. Okay, so that's week 2. Week 3 is Pico's. Okay, so this is the problem. I'm biased on week 3 because I adore Pico. The song is, my opinion, the best one in week 3. However, a lot of people say it's Blammed, which is the stronger song. And I sort of agree, so I can't help it. The Pico one's a fucking bop. So I'm gonna cheat on this one, and I will show you a little bit of Pico, and I will show you a little bit of Blammed. Hold on. Okay. So here's the Pico one. Oh, then I have to do this.
2, 1, go.
Here you go. Look at him go. Thank God the songs are so short. But okay, so that's Pico's. And since you haven't seen him in a while, I figured it'd be nice to show him. And then I'll show you a little bit of Blammed because it literally is a very close second. And I will just show the music. Pico was a major thing back in the early thousands. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, May 1st is Pico Day. Okay, so that's for week 3. And then for week 4, is that the Christmas one or is that, no, it's the mom. It's the mom. That one is, it's MILF. MILF is, I like High, so I will show High, but MILF is the stronger song. So here's... I do too. This is higher than Milk to me, but I will not fight on people saying that Milk is a strong song. It is. It's a very strong song in this week. But I like High more. I absolutely like High more. There's something about it that just makes me smile. And then I will show MILF because that shit's insane. It's a really hard song. Here it goes.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm aware, sorry. I am waiting on the bass drop because that's the big part. Yeah, so that's the strongest one out of the Mother one. For the Christmas week, Coco probably. I think Coco is the one. Hold on. So they had a Christmas week where some of the characters were dressed up for Christmas and they did Christmas-like songs. Okay, so that's from the Christmas week. And then the last one they released was the Senpai one. And I don't know because it's a tie between Roses and Thorns. At least I think Roses is the one I'm thinking of. Is it? Yeah, okay. So this week you're like in a dating simulator. So everything is pixelated and stuff, which is really cute. It's a really cool style. But I think Roses is the one I'm thinking of. And then Thorns. So this is Roses. No, not this one. Sorry, I didn't recognize it. No, it's okay. I know which one you probably like is probably Thorns. I think it's Thorns that you like. Roses sounds hella familiar. Yeah, it sounds it has weird like attributes in the song itself that sounds like things I might have heard before. But Thorns is the one that everybody says is probably the strongest of that one, which I don't blame them. God damn it, Thorns sounds even more familiar. Yeah, I felt that when I first heard Thorns too. I was like, where do I know this from? I need to know, because holy shit. So yeah, so that's all the vanilla stages. Those are all the I'd say strongest songs out of those weeks. Besides week 1, because everybody says Dad's Battle is better. I just happen to like Fresh more. Not everybody likes that one, but that's totally fine, because I'm also on the weird for week 3 because I like Pico more than Blammed, and more people say Blam sounds better. So that's fine. Gonna head off to bed. Hope you guys enjoy your evening. Night, Graham. Wait, you're going to bed? Really? I thought you were still working on that schedule thing. Anyway, let's see. I'm trying to think what other, I don't remember any other mod. Zavadila is like the best one out of the mod, and Zavadila and Glitcher from the Hex mod. And then if you download the B-side mod, it's remixes of all these songs. Really good remixes. And then you got Madness from the Tricky mod. You have, I don't know, Ballistic is the hardest song out of the Witty one, but I like Fuse better. So there's lots of mods to choose from that also have very solid tracks, thank God. But all the music has been fire in this game so far. But yeah, that's that be a taste of the game. If you are interested in it, I'd say check it out, because it's actually really fun to watch. There's this guy, Whoops, that streams Friday Night Funkin' recently, but he's like a rhythm game veteran, and he's just been slaughtering this game. Like, no issue whatsoever. He's been, like, doing perfect runs with no misses. It's insane to watch. But yeah, geez, what time is it? 10:30, about to be 11. I ended up not drawing at all. That happens. But yeah. I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. I'm feeling woozy. And I think it's because the fever is going up again. But that's okay. We managed to go like 3 hours, and it was fun. We ended up watching Cake and really weird stuff, and it was very chill. And it's just nice to be back and seeing all of you guys. Let's see. I can figure out who to raid. Let's see. Who's streaming right now? Let's see. I'm alive, I swear, Flops. Hi, kiddo. It was so nice for you to come and chill. I hope you had fun. I promise Fridays are a bit more energetic. Wednesdays are our chill times. The stream was so soothing, it lulled me to sleep. Aw, I'm kind of glad about that. I'm glad that you were so comfy. You ended up sleeping. I think that's so cool. Alright, let's see. We could raid Heavens to Betsy, who's working on commissions. No, I needed it. Chill times are needed. I'm glad that you had fun, though. Fridays are a lot more chaotic. Let's see. There's Heavens to Betsy, Waifu, Genrei, Ray. Between your voice and the piano and the cakes. Oh my god, the cakes. Yeah, I was just kind of jealous that I couldn't eat the cakes. Really? Hey Pat, since you're modding today, you want to help me pick somebody to raid? We got 3 people on the docket. We got Genrei, we got Heavens to Betsy, and we have Waifus. So Waifus is playing Power Rangers. Heavens to Betsy is working on some art commissions. And Genrei is playing Danganronpa. Haven't worked a raid before, but I can give you a good old pickaroo. Alright, out of those three, pick one out of those three. Third one? Okay, Danganronpa? Okay, yeah, we could do that. Okay, let's see. Okay, alright, so we're gonna go and hang out with Genrei. He's playing Danganronpa, which is an anime game. I have that game, and I should probably play it at some point. But I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me to chill. I know it was pretty low-key today, nothing crazy, but I promise Friday's gonna have a lot of energy. So if you want, please be here. It'll be so much fun. But yeah, I love you guys. You guys have a good night. Bye, Nya. I love you, my little drifters. Mama, mama, mama.